Once my name was Polly. I was born in a roaring, sterile factory, molded from hot, liquid polyethylene terephthalate, PET, to my friends. I was clear, flawless, and perfectly shaped to fit into a human hand. Back then, I thought my life's purpose was simple. Hold 16.9 ounces of crisp mountain spring water, get chillingly cold in a refrigerator, and be gulped down by a thirsty runner. I fulfilled that destiny on a scorching Tuesday in July. A man named Leo bought me, drank my contents in under 4 minutes, and then it happened. The moment every plastic bottle dreads. Crunch. Leo twisted my spine, flattening me into a crumpled, hollow shell of my former self. With a casual toss, I was falling. Chapter 1. The dark abyss and a glimmer of hope. I didn't land in a recycling bin. Leo missed. I rolled into the gutter, and for 3 weeks I lived a miserable existence. I was stepped on by boots, splashed by muddy cars, and chewed on by a very confused stray dog. I began to realize the terrifying truth. Left out here, I would outlive Leo, his children, and his grandchildren. I was functionally immortal, trapped in a body of trash. Then came the storm. A torrential downpour swept me into the storm drain. I rushed through dark, roaring pipes, terrified I was headed for the ocean to join the infamous Great Pacific Garbage Patch. But fate had a different detour in mind. I slammed into a metal grate, a trash trap installed by a local river cleanup crew. The next morning, a gloved hand scooped me up. "Got another one!" a cheerful voice shouted. I was tossed into a heavy canvas bag alongside aluminum cans and crumpled fast food wrappers. I wasn't beautiful anymore, but I was rescued. Chapter 2. The Underworld of Reconstruction. What followed was a dizzying industrial odyssey. I was tossed onto a conveyor belt at a materials recovery facility, MRF, where optical sorters, machines that literally see with lasers, picked me out from the cardboard and glass. The bath. I was blasted with superheated soapy water to strip away my sticky label and leftover cap. The shredder. I was fed into a monster of spinning blades. Chop, chop, snap. In seconds, my proud bottle shape was gone. I was reduced to a handful of tiny, clear, confetti-like plastic flakes. The meltdown. The flakes were shipped to a specialized processing plant, shoved into a massive furnace, and melted into a thick, gooey liquid. As I melted, I thought I was dying. In reality, I was being purified. The liquid plastic was squeezed through a fine metal sieve, stretching out into incredibly thin, hair-like translucent strands. I wasn't a bottle anymore. I was fiber. Chapter 3. The Metamorphosis. A high-end sustainable apparel company purchased the bales of fiber I was now a part of. They spun us into fine green and gray yarn, weaving us into a high-performance, weather-resistant fabric. I spent weeks on a designer's table, being cut, stitched, and tailored. I was given heavy-duty zippers, deep pockets, and a soft fleece lining, which ironically was also made from recycled soda bottles. I had been transformed into a sleek, ultra-modern, waterproof mountain parka. Chapter 4. The Peak of My New Life Today. I live in the closet of an adventurer named Maya. I am no longer a single-use piece of trash destined to clog a landfill for 450 years. I am a shield against the elements. I have summited Mount Rainier, deflected freezing rain in Iceland, and kept Maya warm during a stargazing trip in the Rockies. Old life, the bottle. New life, the jacket. Lifespan, 20 minutes of use. Lifespan, decades of adventure. Value $1.50. Value priceless protection. Status, discarded litter. Status, prized possession. Sometimes when Maya pulls my zipper up against a howling wind, I look down at my sleek, waterproof sleeves and smile. I used to hold the water. Now I repel it. I used to be trash, but I fought my way back to become a treasure. And the best part? When I finally get too worn or torn to wear, Maya won't throw me away. She'll send me back to be recycled all over again. My journey isn't over. It's just a loop.